I was asked to make a video of how I grade my maman. I think it goes pretty quickly and it's very efficient. And if you like it, use it. So, of course, I go down on the course site to assignments and then the maman that I'm grading and view all submissions. And I only have one group here that I'm going to do. I like working one group at a time. Now, so far, very few students have handed it in. So I'm just going to check off the students who handed it in. And way down at the bottom, I click on download selected submissions and go. Now, this step sometimes takes a while until Moodle gets it together and downloads it. It's a good time to get a drink, a sip of coffee or a sip of tea or a sip of wine. You can see up over here that it's going round and round, means it's working and thinking about it. And I'll save it on my desktop. And now you can see it's on my desktop. It comes as a zipped file, so I have to extract all. And here I now have a folder for each student. So what I'm going to do is I use a Excel spreadsheet that I create once and I use it for all the students and I share it with other teachers. So I'm going to copy the Excel spreadsheet from here and put it over here and go to the next student and paste it there and go to the next student and paste it there and go to the next student and paste it there. Okay, so now each of the students has their own Excel spreadsheet that I'm going to be using to grade the maman. I then open up the maman and I open up the spreadsheet. I have them open side by side on my desktop. Now for the maman, I use a program called Xodo, Xodo. I like it because as you'll see in a moment, it's very good for adding notes, adding comments. I think it works better than the course site. I think it works better than Adobe Acrobat. If you have a paid copy of Adobe Acrobat, that's probably better. Zoto does, of course, want you to buy their premium copy, and sometimes it slows down, so I just uninstall it and reinstall it. But you need some program for writing on the Mamani. And the very first thing I see here is the student was supposed to write one paragraph, but broke it up. So I'm going to write a comment right up over here and say, this is supposed to be. Okay, and it even tells me when I make a spelling mistake, which I make lots of. It writes it in red. Of course, you can change the color of that to whatever color you want. You can also, if you want, give it a background color so the student can't possibly not see it. Okay, and now I'm ready to start grading. So the first thing on my spreadsheet is did the student send in a copy of the article? Well, the students didn't send that in, so I give them 3 points to start. The advantage and disadvantages of brain reading technology. BSI brain-computer interface is a new technology that can convert signals from the brain using AI and convert them to computer signals. This technology can help handicapped people that can't talk and can't communicate with other people to speak with their own voice using a computer. However, it also warns of potential ethical concerns. Okay, so the very first sentence Doesn't have a verb as best I can see. So this is a fragment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it. And over on the side, I'm going to leave a comment. This is a fragment. And BSI, brain computer interface, doesn't make sense. It should be BCI. So I'm not quite sure what BSI stands for. So I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to write what does BSI stand for? Computer interface. So now the student understands what I'm talking about. And here he's wrote BCI, so obviously they made a mistake. Here, for example, in the 2020 interview, Elon Musk, I'm guessing he meant Elon Musk, but I'm not sure. So we have a capitalization problem over here. I'm going to highlight that and leave a note, capitalization. And here, I'm going to highlight it. Now you can see I could get in trouble, or the student may not understand because I don't have two comments in the same color. What I can simply do here now is change the color and write, do you mean Elon Musk? And then change this comment by clicking on it, closing it, and then going to the colors and changing the color so the new student can see exactly which comment is attached to which word. Here, for example, at is the wrong word. It should be on a podcast. So I'm going to change that. The podcast. Again, I'm going to click on it, close it, the colors, and change it. So I have to do many, many corrections as I do with this student. I now have them all done. So I'm going to give the student a um, grade now. He did not cite the article, give me an article. There is an introduction that tells me why it's important. There is a body that gives me lots of information. There's a conclusion, in conclusion over here. And again, we have a problem here that is missing a space. So there's a conclusion. I'll give them points for a conclusion. And connectors and signposts, I don't see a lot of them. So for example, I will give it only 2 points. And I'm going to be giving it a grade. Okay. Now I'm going to save this and close it. I'm going to save this and I'm going to close it. And now I'm going to go back to the student over here. And I'm going to click on grade. And over here, I have the student's grade. Let's say the student got a 70. Then I'm going to go down over here to the feedback files. I'm simply going to drag the Excel spreadsheet into here and the student's maman. Now the student has all of my comments on the PDF and has the Excel spreadsheet with all of my comments. And if I save changes and show next, he'll get the grade and I'm done. So that's how I grade. And it's a fairly simple way for me to do it. If it works for you, enjoy it.